Hey, this is Brandon Schubert from Gain Strength Training Gym. We're talking today about hamstrings. I'm warming up to deadlift today, and so I usually do several sets of Nordic curls. I use them with the band to help me assist my hamstrings in gaining more range of motion and also to put more stress on the hamstring belly themselves. So I use it as part of a warm-up, but you can also use it as an assistance exercise to make your hamstrings a lot stronger. One of the big things that they see in the literature as far as ACL tear, MCL tears, in both male and female populations is hamstring strength. So your ability to decelerate and accelerate has largely to do with how strong the hamstrings are in relationship to the quadriceps. And so if you are not able to accelerate very well running or sprinting or even jogging, or if you're not able to cut very well and absorb those forces, it's most likely a lot of posterior chain weakness. There's going to be instability all through the chain, but most likely there's going to be a good amount of posterior chain weakness, and predominantly in the hamstring, as we don't usually do a whole lot of exercises in the United States to develop the hamstring muscles. So I'm going to demonstrate a Nordic curl, and I'm going to show you kind of what I do to warm up for deadlifts, and it's back behind me on the squat rack. So I'm going to do a couple sets, and I'm going to try to walk you through all of those positions. All right, so the device right behind me is from Sornex. It's a Nordic Leg Curl. There's many variations of this that you can find out there, but this is the one that I personally like the best. I'm going to work on pulling my toes up towards my knees to take the calf out of the movement. I'm going to try to emphasize my left hamstring because my left hamstring is the weaker of the two. So I'm going to set this up. I'm going to go overhead. I'm going to have a stick in my hands and try to keep a good biomechanical position nice and straight from my hands to my shoulders to my hips and then to my knees. I'm trying to emphasize the amount of hamstring tension to pull myself back out of the extended position. So I'm going to do a set of 10, and then you guys can see what I'm talking about. So I loop this through the band that's attached to the squat rack, and I get myself set up on the Nordic curl, so my feet are going to go underneath these rollers. I want to actively pull up with my toes, so I'm going to try to engage my anterior tips, and I'm going to try to squeeze my hamstring muscle. And I'm going to try to let my left one do most of it. I'll try to engage my left hip and my left hamstring the most. So I'm going to get as long as I can. I'm going to let the band help me descend. And I'm going to aggressively squeeze up with my hamstring muscles. So my hips are tight, my abs are tight, and I'm going to stretch out until I feel like I've got a good amount of stress. I'm going to pull back into it. So nice and slow each time, good control, keeping good positions the whole time, trying to stress the hamstring as much as I can without getting into a buckled position. So if I can keep everything tight and straight, I can put more stress on the hamstring without putting more stress on my back or on my knees or on anywhere else. Having a hard time keeping my toes up, so I'm going to keep working on building more strength in my shin muscles by pulling. That was a harder one. See if I can do 3 more. One more time. Oh. That is the Nordic curl. It's one of the exercises I use to work on my hamstring weakness and to help develop more musculature on the backside of my leg. This is Brandon from Gain Strength Training Gym, and I'll see you guys later.